Tag team championships are on the line. There you see one half of the reigning champions. That is JT Lightning. Chris Cronus is his partner, and of course the advisor, the sexy Crystal Cross, at ringside. They take on two big behemoths on the opposite side. Tonight's challengers are the team of the Bouncer and the Canadian Bad Boy.
Joe Dombrowski, how would you like to be the tag team champions right now? It's such a double-edged sword. On the one hand, you got the gold, you're at the top of the mountain. You got the beautiful Crystal Frost by your side. And then on the other side of the coin, you look across the ring, you see that big tub of goo. Oh, God. The Canadian Bad Boy, you're actually going to have to lock up with them. It's a horrifying predicament that they're in.
Now, does the Bad Boy really claim to be, quote, the guy that really brought sexy back?
I'll tell you what, if he brought it back, he can take it back to the Alberta Badlands, wherever the hell he came from. I'll tell you what, he came out of a nightmare from the looks of it.
Well, Bouncer and JT Lightning circling one another. And JT does not want to lock up with the Bouncer. Lightning, a veteran of some 13, 14 some odd years, certainly is not going to get into a situation unless he feels completely comfortable with it.
JT Lightning, the consummate professional in the ring, a ring technician if there ever was one.
Collar and elbow, and the Bouncer uses that girth to power Lightning back into the corner, and JT is complaining about a pull of the hair. I don't think he could do it if you tried.
Bouncer with a hair pull, bringing JT Lightning back into the corner. Look at this, demonstrating. You got to spell everything out for this referee, Bobby Potter. He's a little slow on the uptake, if you know what I mean.
How are you going to pull hair when you got a haircut like JT Lightning?
The Bouncer, he's underhanded, he's shifty.
Oh,
he'll find a way, I'm telling you.
There's nothing wrong with the Bouncer. I happen to find him a class act. Thank you very much. JT again back into the corner, and he's complaining about what?
A pull of the bootlaces right in front of the referee's eyes.
Are you kidding me?
No, I am not kidding you, Joe Dombrowski. Look at this.
JT Lightning is trying to swerve us all, and nobody is buying it.
I'll tell you what, JT Lightning being victimized out here by the Bouncer and his underhanded tricks. Listen to this crowd, these people trying to get behind the Bouncer and the Bad Boy. I wouldn't want to get near either one of them.
Well, certainly the psychological advantage has always been something JT Lightning opponents have liked to utilize against him. Those frequent chants of JT sucks throughout all of Turner's Hall.
Do you really think, Joe Dombrowski, for 1 iota, 1 second, that JT Lightning cares what these people think?
Well, considering he just told our live event security here, our police officer in attendance, to arrest all however many hundred of these people, I think it bothers him a lot.
I'll tell you what, every one of these people in here's probably got a prior record, outstanding warrants, most wanted posters hanging up in a post office, you name it.
Don't act like you have any morals.
Oh, anyways, JT Lightning here really hooking it up with a Bouncer. There's a punch right in the jaw.
I'll tell you what, Jamie Scott, if there's only one reason out there you haven't been locked up yet, it's because you wouldn't be able to do it right if you tried. Bouncer takes over on JT Lightning. Hip lock takeover to the big man, Chris Cronus. Cronus fresh off appearing on WWE programming as Bad Boy buries the leg. Bouncer drops the elbow, and that's about 600 plus pounds of girth colliding down onto JT Lightning, and now more of the same for Cronus.
Big leg drop there by the Canadian Bad Boy. There's one by the Bouncer. Look at this constant double teaming, and Bobby Potter not making any attempt at getting one of these men out of the ring.
Well, we're back to 2-on-2 now. Referee has lost momentary control of this matchup. Cronus sent right into JT Lightning, and it looks like the size is about to become an advantage for the Bouncer Bad Boy tag team.
Look at the whip, here we go. Oh, big avalanche.
Second time. Cronus is down, and JT is in quite a precarious predicament. And it's time for the tag champions to regroup.
Quick timeout coming up. When we come back, this matchup will resume right here on CAPW TV. You're watching Sports Time Ohio.
We are back, sports fans, right here on Sports Time Ohio. Cleveland All Pro Wrestling continues.
Right now, JT Lightning has the unenviable task. Just look across the ring at that big mass of stretch marks.
Are you telling me that Crystal Frost doesn't deserve any of this criticism or complaining?
Not one bit of criticism.
When are you going to realize, take off those rose-colored glasses and realize she's nothing more than a harlot?
A harlot?
Yes.
Joe Dombrowski, you and your 17th century disparaging remarks and insults against Crystal Frost.
I'm sorry you're not as well educated as the rest of the viewing audience. I'll dumb it down for you next time.
Educated as this viewing audience, Joe Dombrowski, I didn't drop out of the 6th grade just like everybody else here at Turner's Hall.
Will you show some respect? JT Lightning in control of Canadian Bad Boy now, has the wrist lock cinched in. Bad Boy reverses it. Tag made to the bouncer. Certainly,
thank goodness, Canadian Bad Boy getting out of the ring.
Certainly a guy that big doesn't have a lot of endurance, wouldn't he?
A lot of endurance. Good Lord, what he needs is a drop cloth over himself so we don't have to be subject to this. Look at this, frequent tags being made by the tons of fun out there.
Tons of fun, please. JT somehow sends all that mass into the rope. Knee to the temple, takes the big man down. Smart strategy by JT Lightning as the tag has been made to Chris Cronus.
And look at the disparity here. You got the Canadian Bad Boy, he's a poster child for abortion. And you got Chris Cronus. Look at this young man. Look at the physique, the power, the muscles this young man possesses.
And how about Cronus? Big congratulations go out to him. Recently appearing on WWE Heat. Not only available on the internet, but worldwide on television as well. He was in a tag team match taking on Viscera and Charlie Haas. What an accomplishment to be seen by that many people.
That's right, but this is the only place where you can see Chris Cronus every week in, week out. It's Cleveland All Pro Wrestling right here on Sports Time Ohio. We've got the competitors that the WWE is after.
Innovative backbreaker by Cronus, and Bad Boy hits hard on the outside. And what would you call this? Look at these cheap shots by Crystal Frost and JT Lightning.
Canadian Bad Boy made an aggressive maneuver toward Crystal Frost.
He did not.
She is just defending herself against that monster Canadian Bad Boy.
Defending herself, but what's she gonna mace him? What's she taking karate classes? What's she need to defend herself from?
If she had mace, she should have used it a while ago on the Canadian Bad Boy.
Cover 2 and a kick out. Maybe you should acquire her services after the show. You both deserve each other.
Joe Dombrowski, you're a woman hater.
I am not.
You dislike Crystal Frost for no good reason.
And you're a truth hater. Sunset flip by Cronus.
Oh!
Look out, Bad Boy drops down, no water in the pool, and Cronus still in control.
Chris Cronus just narrowly escaped death or worse at the hands of Canadian Bad Boy.
Only a 2 count as Bobby Potter. And Cronus and JT Lightning feeling pretty good about themselves at this point.
Oh, they have every reason to feel good about themselves. The tag team champions going to work now.
Reverse chin lock cinched in. Now the champions are the ones making the frequent tags and dictating the pace of the matchup. And Canadian Bad Boy has no vertical base right now. He's got to depend on this capacity crowd to get him out of this hole.
Vertical base, it's like a water balloon filled with Crisco oil rolling around the ring in there, Joe Dombrowski. It's horrifying.
Bad Boy fights out, but is met with a knee. And JT certainly in great shape. He can do jumping jacks. But those few seconds he could have spent covering him.
I'll tell you what, JT Lightning, as long as he's the one doing the jumping jacks and not the Bad Boy, me, you, this whole audience here at Turner's Hall and the viewing public out there on Sports Time are going to be a lot better off.
Up into the corner, Cronus follows through. That's the one thing that has always been a problem in JT Lightning's career. I think it may be rubbing off on Cronus, what no way. Vertical suplex on that much weight.
That is power, pure and unadulterated power, Joe Dombrowski.
That is at least 350 pounds.
350, I don't know where'd you buy your scale, from the moon? That's 400 or 500 pounds at least.
Look out, Bad Boy attempts a backslide, driving with all that weight. No, he couldn't drive at all, could not get him there. Bad Boy just didn't have enough strength left in him to make that backslide as effective as it could have been. And now the tag is made, however. The bouncer, the fresher man, is involved.
Bouncer, he's coming in the ring and clearing house on the tag team champions. He's been chomping at the bit the whole while Bad Boy's in the ring.
Clothesline duck by Lightning, duck of the elbow. Bouncer scoops him up. Sit out Uranagi. Beautifully done. Cronus tries to pick his spot, but gets caught.
That was a tremendous maneuver, and so was that. Drops him down right on the back of his skull.
Sit out, Death Valley driver. Wait a second. Crystal Frost. Frost is looking for a chair here.
Crystal Frost she just took a chair.
Cronus is distracting Bobby Potter. Frost has a chair. Look out, Bouncer does not see it.
What on earth is going on here?
Bobby Potter distracted. Bouncer distracted by Crystal Frost. Wait. Oh, JT. Lightning just hit the Bad Boy right in the hip. Tased him. Crystal Frost rolled around the... Oh, no.
What is this?
Not an F5 on the Bad Boy. Not an F5. Drops him with the F5.
Look at that power of
Cronus
Cronus.
Covers him. And we have Lightning and Cronus retaining the tag titles.
The winners of the match is still